so much to put me here and to put me in this education system.
Yeah, good.
So that's such a burden to like.
It is, dude. So do it in half the time. Do it in half the time. If you're going to do the college deal, man, get in and get out.
Yeah.
Get in and get out. Okay, like, you know, if you were serving a life sentence and they said, dude, we got a way to get you out in 2 years, what would you do?
Take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, you would. You would, dude. You'd do anything.
I love it.
You would do anything, Amir. Anything, okay? Right? You would do anything. You would do anything to get out, right? Okay, but you got it. But Amir, come on, man. So he's like, yeah. What's the problem with that? So watch what happens, right? When you guys go to college and you spend, do you know that 46% of all college students are still in there at 6 years? It's ridiculous, dude.
Lifetime student.
Lifetime students, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get in with a purpose and get out. Right? And you should be working while you're there. And you should never publicly complain about 40 hours.
Yeah.
Anywhere, dude, much less in public.
Yeah. No, I do have.
I mean, if your parents were here right now and you're from Jordan, dude, you're Jordanian and talking about a 40-hour week, bro, your grandparents would be like, put that little bitch back in the closet.
That's right. That's right.
That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. All of you thinking about a 40-hour work week, any of you read the book? Like, see, again, this goes back to the Confucian thing. 4-hour work week and then the 10X rule.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about like two guys in complete like contradiction. Okay? One guy wants to outsource everything and another guy says, no, you need to own it under your roof. You need to have the business and the employees under your roof until you got a big business, and then you can scale out and start having partnerships around the world.
Grant, are you ever going to open an office in Canada, maybe in Toronto?
Do we have an office? Where's our Canadian?
Corey, right here.
Corey, where's Corey at? Right there, man. My team's right here. Corey's here, man. These are some good dudes right here. Huh? How much, what are y'all, Andrew? What are y'all going to do this year? How much are you going to do this year?
$4 million in revenue.
Yeah.
We're already at 1.
Year one.
Year one, we're at 1.5 right now.
Yeah.
And we're 6 months in, but it's.
I got one guy that's going to do that this year.
I know, man. I know. Yeah. But we're going up. We're a bunch of newbies right now, so we literally know nothing. We started out of my condo.
Yeah.
So first month was in the condo. That was tight. 5 guys in the condo. We made you take your shoes off when you came in.
Yeah.
His girl made you take your shoes off. Yeah. And then you know what? We killed it first month, and then second month we were in an office.
So they're on the phones calling people, calling
All day.
businesses. Okay. So they're going to do $1.5 million in Canada this year, maybe $4 million. But how many of you have been on the internet before and said cold calling was dead? There was some ad or some pitch, cold calling's dead, right? How many have seen that ad before? Yeah. Then you start thinking, dude, cold calling, like that doesn't work anymore. Okay? Yes, sir.
No, I do cold calling myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that there'll ever be a time where technology completely eliminates cold calling? Or do you think the human element always has to be there?
I think those are two different questions. I think the human element's always going to be there. Humans are still in control of money. So if I want money, I go to humans. I don't go to machines. I've never been to an ATM in my entire lifetime. I want money, I go to people. I don't go to my bank to get money. I go to people to get money. I want a deal, I go to people to get deals. I want to buy a piece of real estate, I don't go to a machine, man. I start calling people. Hey, John, you got something to sell me? It has the real estate, right? I want a good camera guy? I find John. Hey, I need a guy named John that knows how to hold a camera and he's scared of the cold. This dude's got 3 pairs of socks on, boots,
My first son to camera.
insulated underwear, okay? Okay.
I got space.
Overs, a jacket. Dude, he's so scared. He was scared to get up the plane. He's like, is it going to be all right out there? Dude, it's cold. It ain't aliens. So, dude, you're not getting rid of that. There's always going to be human contact. The more we go to machines and technology, the more people are going to enjoy this interaction. Okay? The bigger I get on the internet, the more we want to do live appearance stuff. Because what happens is Facebook streaming, Instagram streaming live, it starves the audience. It basically dehydrates, for lack of a better word, the audience from personal contact. So this becomes more valuable.
Absolutely.
Right?
I could have stayed home and watched this.
Yeah, you could have, but you're here.
Exactly.
You know, so and the people that are watching it would rather be here. And I'm glad you guys are here because you know what I get? I get that I don't get on a Facebook stream. I get to see you guys are real. Because this, I got this handled. This is handled for me. Now what I want, what's more valuable than money?
Friends.
Friends, man. I want friends all over the world. More important than me having friends all over the world, when my kids go to Jordan for the first time, dude, how old are you?
19.
19, and so when you're 28, my kids will be 16 and 17, and maybe I'm around, maybe I'm not. And you can grab Sabrina and say, man, I knew your dad, man. I hung out with your dad in Toronto one night. So my kids have friends, right? Because let me tell you, when money is worthless, friends won't be. When the internet goes down, and it will, right? What are you going to want? Dude, I want some friends, bruh. I want some friends with some food, some water.
Some
That's
weapons,
right.
Some weapons.
I do want some of that. Some of that American hardware.
10X on it.
With 10X all over it. Yes, sir.
I'm a computer programmer, and they'll pay me a lot more money to go to Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
But is that in my long-term interest, or should I be building a business?
I would make a list rather than going to a geographical location, you know, where there's a lot of money right there right now, right? That money's going to move out of there at some point. But I would make a list of the 4 or 5 people that you want to work for, and forget the valley, unless they're in the valley. I would make a list of 4 or 5 guys you want to go work next to. You know, if you don't know Ryan's story and Jared's story, Jared and Ryan both came to work with me because they wanted to work with me. Jared's dad said, hey, there's this dude named Grantcardone. You would benefit by working with him. Okay? Jared, you want to give me your voice? Y'all know who that is? Y'all know what character he's doing right now? Go ahead, Jared. Do it again, Jared.
No, I can't do it again.
Jared, do it again, Jared.
Feeling my plums!
Y'all saw that movie?
Saving Private Ryan?
Y'all don't know that movie? Huh?
Thank you.
Who is it? That wasn't Will Ferrell. That wasn't Will Ferrell.
Dude, he's down and down. Yeah.
Nah, dude, I thought that was that Thunder movie. I thought that was the Thunder
No,
movie.
he's down and down.
Huh?
Yeah. He's down and down.
Dude, the whole time I thought you were doing a different dude. I've been listening to that shit for 3 hours. So Jared, Ryan found me because of YouTube. I was on YouTube and I'm like, hey, we're hiring people. I'm buying a plane. I start bragging. I'm buying a plane. I'm going to be buying a plane, man. I'm going to need a pilot one day. And we're buying real estate. Y'all hear me bragging all the time on the internet. I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing. Why am I doing that? We're on a fishing trip. We got helicopters. We're shooting stuff. Why am I doing that? I'm trying to get talent.
I got me.
Right? So Ryan calls up and says, hey, I'm a pilot. I want to work at your company. He's been with me 3 years now. He's with me 300 days of the year. He flies a plane. He's connected to the real estate. He's got an unbelievable opportunity. Back to your question is, he found a person to work for that had nothing to do with his industry, by the way.
So it's for the information, the knowledge.
Well, no. I mean, you could do it for the information and the knowledge, but you might want to make sure that the cat you're going to work for has got some money. One, that has money. Number 2, has interest in getting more money. Because if they're a billionaire and they're on the decline, which means I'm not interested in expansion anymore. Some people have money, lots of money. They're not interested in the expansion. They're no longer in the create, right? You know, like if you're on the create, a company's interested in the create, then that's the kind of guy you want to work for, or gal you want to work for. You want to find somebody that's, I talk about the right vehicle. Do you have a driver? Is there fuel in the tank? And is there a destination?
So is their goal to be number 1, or is it to be the best number 2?
The best number 2.
I mean,
I'm okay being number 3.
yeah. Is my wife going to be number 1? Or number 2? Somebody got to be number 2, man. Somebody's got to carry the urine, okay? Somebody's got to do the hardship. Everybody's like, I want to work for myself. It's stupid, man. Do you know that 83% of all billionaires work for someone else? They did not work for themselves. They were not self-employed. It is garbage content you guys are getting that you have to work for yourself. You need to be in the right vehicle. Okay? Do I need to drive the car? I didn't drive over here. Right? Do I need to fly the plane? Right? Do I have to do everything? Do I need to be that person? Do I have to have all the money? No, I don't need to have all the money. I want control of the outcome, though. I want to be in a game that wins, right? Not everybody can be Tom Brady. I don't need that many quarterbacks. I need somebody to block, somebody to tackle, somebody, right? So you guys got to decide, man. You don't have to do this by yourself. The solopreneur thing it's not real. It's small. It's tiny. It's little. I want to work for myself, and you're going to be broke. It's like the artist. It sounds just like the artist. I'm an artist. Dude, quit saying that. I'm a builder. Right? The builder. I got to build. You understand? I got to take care of the kids. My mom said, I got to take care of the kids. That was her deal. So you hide under one identity rather than saying, what's good for me and my family? You see what I'm saying? See, my job, my kids don't know what I do. They just know the life I'm providing for them and the time I get to spend with them. They don't care what I call myself. Salesman, business owner, CEO, boss. They don't know. Am I a real estate guy? Am I a book writer? They don't know any of that. They just know, hey, dude, they got a pretty good deal. Yes, sir.
Hey, Grant. My name is Elliot. I forgot to introduce myself last time.
Elliot, good to meet you again.
I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm making good money. I'm happy. I'm about to get married, start a family. But I feel like I need to monetize my passion. And I just was looking for some advice on how you recommend one were to monetize their passion outside the industry they're in.
Outside the industry?
Yeah, like I'm in a good industry right now. I'm in a marketing firm. However, you know, the level of reward isn't there outside the money, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's how do you monetize something you're passionate about that you can branch off of?
Yeah, so look, some of you can't leave where you're at right now. Like, you don't want to stop that first thing. I stayed in my first thing until I was 29 years old and I got fired. But I mean, I hung on to it because it was paying me. So it's a tricky deal, right? So at some point it's going to end because you've lost interest in it, because you know you're going to end the deal. So you're going to pay the price, by the way, when you make the transition. When you move from that to the next thing, it's going to hurt. Financially, it's going to hurt. It's going to be terrifying. I mean, there's no way for me to lighten this thing up. You're going to probably go backwards. Jared, what will you pay the first month that you work for me?
$2,500.
Yeah. Second month?
$2,600.
Yeah. So, you know,
It's better than that.
last month he was making phone calls. Yeah, last month.
100K.
Yeah. So, but you know what? He's got 2 or 3. Like within the 100K, he's not telling you the whole story because he takes all his money every time he gets a wad. Like every time he gets 50 grand or 75 grand or 100 grand set aside, he says, "Hey, you got a deal?" And he sinks it in my other deals. That's where he'll build his wealth. His wealth will be built 2 ways. One, it'll be built in a real estate that he dumps his extra money in to get rid of it before Sandy spends it on other stuff, or Jake the kid, right? Okay. And the second thing he'll do is, if he's valuable and continues to be valuable and continues to stay in the create, okay, when a guy that runs a company starts saying, hey, dude, I got to pull out of the create now, because everybody's got a cycle, right? Life cycle. When that guy's pulling out, Jared jumps in and runs that create so it goes long. Becomes extremely valuable, right? So that's why I'm not really answering your question, dude, but you got to either figure out how to work between the 5 and the 2 o'clock in the morning and figure out how to buzz that out and create and not burn yourself out, if that's even possible. If you're ever going to figure out how to do a second and third flow, it's now. Because of the power of the net. Yes, sir.
I'm Edmund. I'm a full-time dad. I work full-time in IT.
Awesome.
For the government. I love my part-time job or my full-time job. If that makes sense. Or a part-time business teaching Forex.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, big space. People that are in Forex love it.
So the question is, do I take a chance on family's future and drop my full-time job and go with part-time passion?
I mean, dude, I got a hard time walking away from stable income.
Yeah.
I respect money so much, you have no idea. Like,
I work 21 hours a day right now. No lie.
yeah, okay. I remember when I had a part-time job.
Are you bragging?
Dude, 21, yeah, you bragging or complaining? You bragging or complaining?
I'm complaining. Oh, no, I'm complaining.
First of all, man, let me hug it out with you, dude. Let me hug it out.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That was a good hug, guys. That was a great hug.
It wasn't a full frontal. It was not full frontal.
How's your hand first?
It's like a side.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's a really good time.
Thank you, dude. So, dude, anybody that works 21 hours a year, you should be like this dude.
I don't work 40 hours, but like.
This guy works more in 2 days than you work in a week.
That's why I quit my full-time job and do a part-time passion.
I mean, I wouldn't do it because you're passionate about it.
Okay.
I would do it because it makes you a lot of money.
Well, it makes me good money.
I mean, I would do it because it makes you a lot of money. So I would not leave my primary income until my secondary income is so freaking like, it's so ridiculous that you'll be like, dude, I have to walk away.
How many times more? Right now, in 10 months, I could do double.
Yeah.
Dude, Grant, your second is 100 times bigger than your first, and
I still do my first, dude. I'm like, shit, man. You guys see me selling? I sell
$30 books.
$30 books, bro. What am I doing selling a $30 book? What am I doing here right now? Like why? Why am I doing it? Because it feeds me, bro. I'm not passionate about this, okay? My life depends on this. My mission is to help people, right? So you understand what I'm saying? Like you guys got to decide, dude, why am I go ahead and get the money handled. If you can get the money handled, you could spend the next 30 years after you get the money handled helping other people. You guys should be greedy and selfish early.
How early?
Right now it's a good time. If you're here, you should be taking care of yourself right now.
Grant, so my name is Moji, and I'm 19 years old, and I run a consulting firm. And right now, I listen to all your real estate stuff, and I have only about 60 grand what I've got saved up.
Yeah.
And do you think I need to still wait till 100 grand to invest in real estate? Or
Yep. How long you had 60 grand?
For just like 12 months.
Yeah, dude. Like you got to get the other 40, bro. It's an arbitrary number. I just made up the number. Could be 110. It could be, dude. It's just so you know. First of all, when you get to 100, call me, and I'm gonna probably tell you, hey man, you need to wait till you got 350. But at least then you're gonna be like, you know what? I learned how to not just make 100, save 100, and put 100 away. People are investing too soon. You guys are investing 3 grand here, 2 grand over here, $1,000, 500. You're walking away from it. It's never worth any money. It's dumb. And you never create the discipline. What you end up with is a bunch of losses, a bunch of little losses, rather than knowing I have the confidence that I can make money, set it aside, protect it, right? Protect it like a kid, right? It's not going to get in a wreck. I don't lose it. I would do that first.
So is there an age?
I didn't invest. My first investment was $5,000 and I blew it. And I'm like, I'm not doing that again. My next investment's going to be big, where I'm going to watch it. Because if it's big enough, dude, if your life depends on it, you'll get up in the mornings and you'll watch it. So my next deal was 350 grand. It took 3 years to do it. All I did was save money, save money, save money. I put 350 grand in a deal, sold that deal for $4 million, a $4 million profit.
Did you put every last penny you had?
I had 1/3 of all my money in that deal. I had $1 million, like $1.1 million. Put 350 in my first deal. 30 days later, put 450 in a second deal. 90 days later, put all the rest of my capital, 100% of all my money, plus 90 grand in 3 real estate deals. Those are the first 3 investments I ever made. The first 3 of 4 investments I made in my entire life.
And one of them worked out?
3 of the 4 did. The little one didn't. The little one couldn't work. It's impossible to work. It was too small. What's it going to do? It's not going to do anything. It's like going into a casino and you bet $15. Right? You get blackjack. So what? It's still $15. The first thing you're going to say is, dude, I should have bet everything. But you didn't. shouldn't even be in there.
Grant, I'm 32 years old. My name's Steve Alexopoulos.
Give Steve a big hand, guys. Come on, huh? Come on, Steve. Steve's a tall dude back there. That's a tall dude back there, man. How'd you get so tall, bro?
32 years old, won a real estate team out of Ottawa.
Yeah, yeah. Love Ottawa.
From here. So, got about 12 employees doing about $2 million in business.
Yeah.
Commissions. Myself, call it about one quarter of that. So, I have 12 employees. I'm sure at one point you had, 4 or 5 employees. How did you go from 4 or 5 to whatever you have
Dude,
now?
I had 2 employees from the age of 29. No, from the age of 30 to 38 years old, I had 2 employees for 8 years. I did everything. I was the secretary, phone answer. I did payroll, stole for myself, did my taxes. I did my own taxes. I wouldn't pay anybody anything. Okay, from 30 to 38, 38 to 45, I added like 2 or 3 people. I was officing out of the guest house at my place that I lived at in Los Angeles.
It's a big guest house. Big cool house.
It was an awesome house. Lionel Richie lived in that house. It was a cool house, right? But it was small thinking, man. I was still thinking little. And if you're going to stay small, you're going to get crushed.
So what pushed you over the edge?
2008 and 2009.
So what eventually made you say, you know what, I'm just going to make it way, way bigger?
What happened was a guy told me years before that bigger's not better, and I believed it. Because he busted out when he went big, and he says, Grant, bigger's not better, man. Stay small. And I believed that, dude, and I carried it on a long time. It's bad advice. Knowledge is power. Bad knowledge is too. So what I did was I stayed small till I was 45 years old, 5 employees. I was one of them, so 4. And when 2008 came, I'm like, this was stupid, dude. Like, I got to scale. And that was what, 12, how many years ago was that? 9 years? 7 or 8 years ago? There was no jet. There was no big office. It just shows you, man, when you change your mind and start like, hey, I'm going to scale this thing out. I'm going to go global. I'm going to have people know me. I'm going to get attention. I'm going to get my products out. I'm going to lower my prices. I'm going to bring this thing to market. I'm going to get big, bring in good people. We have, how many employees do we have now, Jared? 72 at the office. We got our partners here tonight. We got another 150 in the real estate game. We're going to expand that. We'll probably pick up another 12 or 15 this month because of 2 more deals we're bringing on. And next year I'm talking about going global. So everything that's happened really good to us has happened because of the expansion.
So was it hard at getting the first 10, or?
No, it was hard. It was hard getting rid of them. Don't worry about getting them, dude. Worry about getting rid of them.
Grant,
So you guys need to really look into what I just said about getting rid of them. Hiring people's not the problem. Getting rid of them is. Okay? And I don't care if we get rid of them. Like I don't remember any of them. I tell my wife all the time, they might all go. So we might just nuke them. Because we're going to go win the game. So you guys going to help me win the game? We're going to win the game together. If you're not going to help me win the game, you won't be in the stadium. And that's the way it is. Brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, I like you, I love you. We spooned once. Whatever, dude.
Oh, wow.
That was weird. That was right. If you're not helping us move the ball down the field, you're going to go. Dads, uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters, mothers, cousins. Bro, look, you're not helping anymore. Bye-bye. Good for everybody. Right? If you've ever drugged somebody along and they weren't in the game anymore, when you let them go, they're happy about it later. They're pissed off in the beginning, and then they're like, man, thanks a lot, man. I wasn't chipping in anymore, was I? So I know, I can see that some of you are thinking right now, man, I got to get rid. Even your friends, dude, you're already a company. Everybody here already has a company. You are a company right now. You don't get a company. You are a company. All the friends you got, the leeches, the losers, right? The bad advice givers, all the bullshit that you put up with every day, all the bad advice you get, all the freaking stealing going on around you, the person that works across the desk from you that steals hours from your owner, that talks negative about your owner, the guy that's writing him a check, and he's like, hey, what a wanker he is, right? And you listen to all that's affecting. That is your company right now. I think we had something over here. Yes, sir.
Other than diversifying your assets, how do you measure yourself in your central market conditions, employees up front?
How do I what?
Hedge, how are you hedging your assets?
Oh, I don't diversify.
What's that?
I put all my eggs in one basket.
So, Grant, in 2008, 9, you talked a lot about what happened to you,
Yeah.
where you were,
Yeah.
and now you've been making a lot of other investments in real estate. And
Yeah.
At some point, things are going to sort of get soft. You think now because of your net worth that it's really not an issue? Or?
No, I think because of the vehicles that we're investing in, if it pulled back, I mean, I told Ryan today, I said, man, I sure wish we had like a 6,000 point pullback in the stock market. I'd like to see a pullback because the investments I'm in would benefit from it.
What about like dollar cost averaging?
Yeah, the dollar cost averaging wasn't built for you, man. It was built for Wall Street. That was built for Wall Street. Okay, these guys are brilliant. Okay, the banks built houses for you. The banks said, hey, how do we lend money? Oh, get people to do 30-year mortgages. Guys, we got to buy some drinks from these guys. Jared, at least buy a drink from one drink, Jared. I know you want one.
Can I get extra ice in my water, please?
Grant, is it ever too late to get into real estate, no matter what your age is?
No, it's not too late to get into real estate. Okay, the real estate that I do is not too late. Apartments that are $800 US dollars to $1,800, $1,900. This might answer y'all's questions too. The stuff that we invest in is $800 on the low end.
Rental, right?
Rental.
Right.
It's all rental. No houses, no condos, no office, no retail.
What about leverage, Grant?
We use 65% leverage. We'll use a tad higher than that, but not often much.
Do you have a lot of turnover?
No, I mean, no. Do we have a lot of turnover? We have turnover, but it's apartments. I know the guy when he rents from me, he's leaving. It's not like, excuse me, we're getting married.
Sorry, excuse me for a second. I'm with the hotel.
Yes, sir.
We need to get that piece of equipment out.
Oh yeah, let's help you out there.
Yeah.
So if you can all kind of clear out of this area, please.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Oop. Time for a pee break.
Excuse us, please, before I sit down.
Hey!
Hey guys, get some drinks, okay? Get some
I'm gonna get me a drink.
Get some drinks, guys. Hey guys, get some drinks. Man wants some drinks.
Hey.
I know. I'm a long way from home.
All right.
How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So you came down for this?
Yeah, and he's going to talk. He's going to talk tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
And a little business.
Hey, G,
Yeah.
we have a reservation.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go.
So what we can do is like before.
Hey, what's your Jeff? What do you think, Jeff?
Awesome.
Hey, Jeff is the GM at the hotel. Guys, I would really appreciate, since you got some value tonight, buy a drink at the bar, all right?
That's right.
Okay?
We'll do pictures
Keep
real
the flow
quick.
going.
If you come up and you have a drink in your hand, we'll give you a picture. How about that?
Yeah.
Keep the flow. Keep the
Water
flow.
going, man.
Yeah, let's
Flow
flow
the
this.
bar. There was a couple people that didn't get to come get drinks tonight because you guys were bombing it.
That's right.
So, buy a drink. Cost you what? How much is the drink here, sir? $10.
That's it. That's it.
Any number will work. Get things going, okay? It's going to be $14. It's going to be $12.
Clear the line.
Okay, guys, I'm going to check out.
There we go.
There'll be more, you know it.